think I'm done with installing any more mods. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how well it's sold. The mods I use are the ones that I've had for a long time. They've never crashed. They've never let me down. I lost 330 hours on my No Man's Land map. It's pretty much the only map I played before this one came out. I've played all the maps. Every time a new map comes out, I download it. I have a play on it. I don't really enjoy any of them. I like to build my own maps, and I like it done in a certain way. And we're crash free. Finally. Finally for a crash free. Quick tip to all these big companies out there. PC and console are not compatible. You can't fit files that were written for the power of PC and expect them to work on console. No amount of tinkering will fix that. They're just not meant to be. Giant software? Seriously? Seriously. If you want your game to succeed and last, stop doing that. Stop allowing mods through that were made for PC. Okay, my last video was my big rant. What's said is done is done. I don't take back a word of it, and I meant every word that I said about you giants and about this game. It's not the modders. It's not the modders. Without the modders, this game would have died a long time ago. You cannot mix PC and console scripts at all. You can't alternate them, you can't change them. Okay? If you do, then they conflict with other mods that were made directly for console. Okay? It's simple. Don't do it, giants, alright? Maybe you should get someone else, Giant Software I'm speaking to, maybe you should get an outside source company to go over the mods, because you guys can't seem to really do it. You don't seem to know what you're doing. You let through mods that should never, ever have been released on console, regardless of the alterations in the script. And yet you've let other mods fall away and disappear and upset modders for the pettiest, most minute reasons. Because they're not your favourite modder, or for some pathetic reason. The game title might be yours, giants, but it's the modders who own this game. It's the players who own the game. It's the modders who have kept this game alive and exciting. Nothing you have done, giants, has kept this game alive except for writing it originally. Okay? Maybe you should outsource your testing. Maybe that may help just a little bit. I have lost hundreds of hours of play in this game because of mods that giants don't take responsibility for. However, their replies are, we are not responsible for any mod that destroys your game. But they're the ones who test them and say yes or no to release them. Work that out, people. Well, I got a bee in my bonnet, alright. 330 hours of gameplay. Year 9 I was on, my 9th year. My 9th year on No Man's Land. I had built that map out of logging, and I did it all legit. I didn't do a damn thing to cheat a cent. I didn't buy and sell salt, road salt. I didn't do anything. It was 100% legit. It was probably the best farm I've ever built, and I've cheated money in on a new No Man's Land, and I've got 20 seconds in, and I've just lost the will to try again. Although it's my favourite map, I just, at the moment, my disappointment is so high. My anger is so deep. My dislike of Giant software is growing stronger and stronger every day, and FS19 is getting further away from me until I can see some reviews and see if they've fixed any of these problems, and whether they've actually learnt anything from this game, or whether they're still on a knife's edge of whether they're going to let this or that mod through or not. Outsource it. If you can't deal with it, Giants, if you're no good at it, if you don't know what you're doing, okay, outsource it. Outsource it, okay? Right, you own the title of the game. Be happy with that. If not for the modders, this game would have died a long time ago. A long time ago. 19 wouldn't have even been made. It would have died at 17. Just remember that, Giants. Next time your heads are stuck so far up your asses, think about who really keeps this game going apart from the players. Finally, this field is done. I'm going to get back to business now. It's a decent sized field. I've logged all of this, logged it all. Anyone who says this forestry map is a loggers only map, well, obviously they haven't played on it. And the map reviews that I've seen, these people didn't play on the maps. Sealy P, you didn't actually play on this map. Your review was horrible, mate. Now, I subscribe to your channel. I've watched every one of your videos. I generally enjoy your mod reviews. You give slot counts. You pull all the equipment out. You run them through a bit of a test. Good. That's great. That's awesome. But you really bagged this map out, mate. You're pretty harsh on it, and very, very shallow in your understanding of it. This is a damn fine map. The lighting is incredible. And you said you can't have animals on this map. Well, hello, look at my farm. Look at my farm. I've got dairy cattle. I've got Ashires. I've got beef bulls. I've got sheep. I've got a sheep pasture. I have a UK chicken shed. I have another Giants in-game chicken shed. I have a piggery. All full of animals. All healthy. All doing their thing. I'm getting milk. I'm getting wool. I'm getting eggs. The pigs are getting fat. So don't tell me that you can't have animals on this map when the goddamn proof is staring at you right now. Okay? And yeah, there's a lot of trees. But you know what? Clear the goddamn area. Put your own sale points down. Alright? It's simple. Complaining that you can't have animals on the map, complaining that there's only one sell point, that the trigger for timber was down here, when you take your timber up there and your wood chips here. Well, hello, make the map your own. That's what it is. It's a create your own. The only difference between this and No Man's Land, which I love, by the way, I love every mod Alien Jim does, and Missy V for that fact, is that it has this main road going through it, which is awesome. It's awesome. And yeah, there's a lot of trees. The fields are amazing. Look at them. Look at them. If you don't want to do forestry on this map, get yourself one of these bad boys. Where is he? Oh, I've got him up here. Let me put this on. Here we go. Got him up here. This is where my main sale point is going to be. Chuck a righty up here. Look at this road. It is friggin' awesome. Look at this. Fantastic. Undulating up and down grades, lefts and rights, dog legs, corners. It's fun. It's amazing. You know, you're climbing up a hill on a small grade. It is amazing. Your ears pop halfway up because you're so damn high up. Get one of these bad boys. You don't want to do logging? Get the Lizard TRX 600. This thing, it's like Pac-Man. It eats trees and leaves no stump behind. All right? As for borders, you don't see them. Yeah, it doesn't look terribly good, these borders. Okay? I understand that. But you don't see them. You're in the map. You're in the map. You tell me where you can see these borders. How often do you go to the edge of the map? I'll answer that for you. You don't. You don't go to the edge of the map. Look at these fields. They are lush. They are amazing. They are humongous. The opportunities here are amazing. I love No Man's Land. 330 hours. 9 years I played that map. 9 seasons. 9 seasons at 20 days long. Okay? You tell me you can't have animals. Well, here it is. Proof. This map is amazing. You need to play on this map, Mr. Seeley P. And you need to give it another review, because you were unjustified in your review of the map. And now I don't know the map maker, okay, but I used to trust I used to trust everything you said and all your map tours. I used to trust it entirely. With me, your credibility has dropped a hell of a lot. Okay? Seriously, this is amazing. It is every bit as amazing as No Man's Land. My favourite map of all time, No Man's Land. This here, I tell you what, every moment this map is getting even with No Man's Land in the way I love a map. It is amazing. The sky is the limit on this map. Hey, it's full of trees. Whoop-de-doo. The thing is, they're all dead straight row. Put the TRX on, chomp, 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 chomp. 1 hour's work and you'll clear 1,000 friggin' acres. Mr. Seeley P, play the map, spend some time on it, and then give an honest review. Because what you can do with this map is amazing. It is amazing. Sure am picking fights with everyone today. I sure am. You kind of just, you have a gut full of one thing, and then you see reports from other people, reliable sources, people you trust. Now, if I believed his review, I wouldn't have touched this map at all. I wouldn't have even downloaded it. But there was something about this map that I liked in the review, and I thought, I want to give this a crack. I log for a couple of hours and then I've had a gutful of it, because the mechanics of logging in Giant's software programming sucks. It's pathetic. It's like they're made out of soft tissue rubber or something, you know. All the implements and tools, yeah, you know, If I listened to your review, mate, I wouldn't have bothered playing this map. I wouldn't have bothered one iota. And I'm glad that I didn't just take your advice on it. I'm glad I did it for myself. Because look at this field now. I made a couple of $100,000 out of these trees, somewhere around the $800,000 mark that I logged this out. I'm going to Pac-Man the rest of it. I'm done with logging. This game has really annoyed me with the logging. I've spent 2 or 3 years logging on this game, using all sorts of different mods, hoping that it would get better. Nothing ever gets better. It's because of the way the script is written, because of the way the programming for console is written. It's never going to work properly the way it is. It needs to be completely stripped down and rebuilt. So I'm going to Pac-Man everything else out now. The Lizard TRX 600, chomp, 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 chomp. Leave nothing behind. And I'll probably get about another 4 fields this way, and about another 3 or 4 fields this way. And where's my farm? Over here. And this little section here, I'm gonna Pac-Man out a quarter of it, and I'm gonna keep my big machinery over here. I'm actually gonna move it from the stall where I've got them now. They're here for the reason, all my big machines, I use big machines. I use cultivators hooked up to plows, or plows hooked up to cultivators, hooked up to lime spreaders, seeders. Like, I join everything together, do it in one run if I can. At the moment, this is going to be seeded by a non-direct drill seeder. So I ploughed, created the field and cultivated at the same time. And look at this field. It is wow. It's amazing. It is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. The ground texture is beautiful. This map's not without its faults. Okay, these fences, it's just not enough width. Okay, it'd be nice to be able to chainsaw a section of these fences and cut them back a little bit, open them up for when the big machines come in. But I got around that by doing a little bit of terraforming, widening the road out, filling up the gully, because they've all got these gullies, and giving me enough room to sort of swing in. So I won't be able to do this sort of terraforming with every map, with every field here, but the ones that I can will be the ones that I work, and the other ones I'll put them to use in other ways. So yeah, you can have animals here, and you can create an awesome farm here. You can also create awesome fields here. You've got logging if you want it, but it's not just a logging map. It has so much more to offer than that. Simply amazing map. It's a simple map. It's low on the download. Slot counts are low to start with. It's somebody who has creativity inside them. It's a dream for them, like No Man's Land is. If you're a creative person and like to build your own farm, this farm is amazing. Well, today has been a day of rants. Rants on my behalf nonetheless. I sure do get a bit upset about a lot of things. But a lot of things have been upsetting me about this game lately as well. Having to uninstall and reinstall it really hasn't helped me one bit. So I'm going to stop live now. I'm just going to save the game and shut down for a little while. I'm going to go and drink myself some beer and have myself some smokes. And if I have any followers left after my rant of the last 2 or 3 recordings, of just shooting people between the eyes that needed to be shot between the eyes and told directly to, without pussyfooting around, the way we used to do it in old school. Be direct, be honest, be firm, be straightforward, be honest again. And if anyone's still following me, it's obviously because you have the same morals that I do. And for those people who unfollow me from here, I'm sorry to see you go, but I'm not going to be anything other than myself. And I will not hold back under any circumstances for any reasons. Thanks for watching if you've still been here this far. Take care and have a lovely day. Thanks again.